Okay. Sorry for all the cuts, but well, whatever. I'm not sorry really. Just deal with it. Um, I'm adding some stuff that I put in recent posts, so the video will be a bit longer, and there'll be a lot of repeat info. You'll just have to suffer through it. I'm tired. I need to get this first version done. Um, this is. I'm just going to see how it turns out. Um, and you'll want to go to my website, look at the videos. There's more repeat information there that you'll have to suffer through, along with a few bits and pieces that I may have forgotten to gone over here, um, or not. Mostly I'm going over the project as it has been gone over by um, some very high level engineers. Um, and how it is in the patent office. I've got a patent pending on it. Um, but anyhow, I'm just going to follow this documentation, see how it goes, do the best I can, and try to improve on it. I'll at some point maybe I'll clip it all together and put titles on. Who knows? But why this project? I'd go by one of the most famous scientists out there, one of the best out there, one that you should listen to, one that's gotten the most death threats out of all the scientists. It's really disgusting, this whole movement against climate scientists. And people talk crap about her. And I sit there and I argue with them that, quit dissing, good people that know the science, and if you can't find something wrong with the science, then, and of course, you're going to find wrong things with the science because there's billions of dollars out there that they want to get it. Actually, what is it, like $150 trillion worth of energy reserves in the earth? And you got people out there thinking that that's the way they want to get money, so they put out disinformation and give these great scientists a lot of crap. It needs to stop. People dishing out the crap. Please stop. We don't deserve this. You know, I got some jerk off parking in my spot probably because he saw that I was environmentalist working on the solution. He doesn't realize that every disc that I've got is bad but one. I've got a damn handicap parking permit because of my disabilities. I don't need, jerk offs, making my life harder. It's really disgusting. And I wish I'll be talking with the people, but the people in charge of this place, I don't think care if I park here or around the corner. I don't know. But anyhow, let's listen to what the scientist has to say about the situation.
Shortly speaking, we do not like what we see there. Absolutely do not like.
Yeah, and we're talking about, extinction level, possibilities. But, are we going to go extinct? I don't know. Um, people talk about terrorism and terrorists, but, they ain't got crap on the energy companies. And the energy corporations doing more damage and more terrorizing to the world than any terrorist organization that they call a terrorist organization. They leave themselves off of that list. But anyhow, you should watch this. This has more. This Dragon Watch article has more people bad mouthing it than just about any other article. It's highly criticized by the disinformation campaigns led by the energy corporations. Um, just you know, one of the things that people need to do is they need to start reading the comments. And read the citations. Don't just read the articles and see what actual other people have to say about it. Oh yeah. crap to say about the guy in charge of the um, claim that it's going to get 50 degrees centigrade at the hottest time at the hottest place, and a guy giving him crap. Um, I should read that. Anyhow, and why this project? I would direct everybody to watch the. I'll put a link in it. This thing about the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge. This beautiful place for oil that we're going to get in 10 years. 160,000 caribou are sitting there grazing the land that's going to be destroyed by these fucking assholes. Oh, I'm just disgusted. How could these Republican legislatures let this thing go through? They have no morals, no ethics, no empathy to allow this to be in the bill over spending. To sit there and let it go in there and let these jerks sit there and destroy the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge. Bullshit. Sorry. Why this project? Look at the situation in the Arctic. This isn't a joke. This ain't no pie eating contest. These things are real. Here he talks, Arctic sea ice loss. Then he gets into the methane threat. He doesn't talk about the predictions of 100 degrees increase. Let's see.
We're looking at, this is the kind of thinking of the old-fashioned modelers, the ones who were way behind the curve and saying we wouldn't have ice-free conditions until the end of the century.
Yeah. Gotta read Why This Project. Gotta listen to Peter Wathams on that. He gets in a lot of good things. I don't know about his views on carbon sequestration machine or but he's pretty right on just about everything. Why this project? Because we lost 60% of our wildlife, according to of animals, according to a new study out. 60% of the animals that have been studied since 1970 are now dead. We have 60% fewer animals in the wild because of all the crap that we're doing. Now the Indian Ocean has, it's just been drop net fished, and there's no more fish in a lot of it, and they're taking up squid now. They're just destroying it, and you got drop net fisheries, fishing vessels that are just going along and just taking all the fish off of the west coast of Africa now, all that they can, and going and raping, what I consider raping the ocean all over the world. I think there's like 7 Australias, I could be wrong on that figure, but 7 Australias worth of wildlife that's destroyed by drop net fishing. I don't see us sequestering, 1 to 3 trillion tons of CO2, which we're over budget right now, to help get the temperature down, so the temperature of the ocean will decrease and we won't have massive releases of methane. When is the methane going to be released? Anytime between right now and 30 years from now. But it's looking bad, and it's looking like it's going to happen sooner than later. and we're already getting methane releases in the form of plumes that are over half the size of Oregon. Although the latest one just looked like one pink dot in a sea of pink from all the methane coming up all around the Arctic. And it's barely getting started. Barely getting started. How fast it kicks in, how fast it turns horrible, how fast we just don't know, but it just doesn't look good. I do not like what I see. Got to get that quote down.